I don't know if he's the bad guy, but he did kind of betray everybody and kind of locked them down on there.
He killed Chola Wick. Of course,
He
he's
was
the bad guy.
legit the bad guy.
No
but
question.
you know,
Like,
maybe he was like, I
Even
was just
Zeus
following
was more
orders.
justified.
Yeah.
What you're going to hear about today is nothing short of a miracle.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Pubstomp, a podcast about games, TV shows, movies, and pop culture in general. Every episode, we discuss topics that we find interesting. Come join our shenanigans.
Hey, welcome to another episode of Pubstomp Podcast. Today, we have a special episode. We've been waiting for a long time for this one. Army of the Dead. And we have a special surprise. But you're going to have to wait. What's up, Tyler?
Hey, what's up?
What's up, Mexy?
Yo, yo.
And our guest, Mark. How's it going, Mark?
Whoa.
Hey.
Hello.
Oh, man. We're doing a four man team.
Foursome?
Foursome.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's called orgy.
Not
Once
that
you go
kind of
past
show.
three, it's called
That wasn't in
but
the
that's
that wasn't in the notes.
yeah, that was in the notes. We'll leave it down for the after show. Yeah.
You guys aren't
today.
naked, too?
Oh, shit. Oh man. Well, before we get into the nitty gritty of Army of the Dead, there's some cool Apple commercial dealing with privacy, right? You guys saw it. It's the one with the we'll post it on the show notes, but it's the one with the guy goes to the coffee shop and then everywhere he goes and buys or makes some transactions, somebody's following him. And it's kind of creepy, man. What do you guys think about that?
I keep
It's a
hitting
cool
that
commercial.
app not track button. I
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
it.
man. Tap it.
It's so easy. It's nice. I can't. I don't think I could go back from that.
I haven't noticed a difference. I obviously still get targeted ads, but I don't know.
Facebook noticed the difference.
They say it's
Facebook.
helping.
Yeah, Facebook is bitch moaning about this because that's their whole business, right?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
They give you Facebook, they give you the likes, and in exchange, they can sell your data. It's, except it's not super clear for the users. But
Are you guys all on iPhone then?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
We got the Apple shot.
Yeah.
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 So I've been on iPhone for a while, mostly because out of convenience. Because I'm getting old and I don't care anymore. Just give me a phone that works, make some calls, doesn't crap out, and iPhone fit that bill. Mexy was resisting for a while, but now he's all into the Apple ecosystem.
I still hate
It's,
the iPhone.
Whatever.
The iPhone is the worst part of the ecosystem.
Oh man.
You know how many times I send ducking to people?
If they would
In
fix
the
spell check, they need a fixed
same
spell
sen-
check.
In the same sentence, I will write fucking, and then ducking would also come out of it. And I was like, what?
Did they change those words right before you hit send? So it's
Yeah.
like they wait until the last second and you're like, what the fuck? I read it.
Yeah, you have to add it to your dictionary, so it's part of your.
It knows it's in there because it'll do it once, but not the second time.
It's like no, you met your quota. You
Yeah.
got too far.
$2 in the
Yeah.
storage
Apple.
jar.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Yeah, I use swipe, so I wanted to do the correct thing all the time. So, but yeah,
Look,
cursing is hard.
it really is, especially when you talk like a pirate like I do.
Even my fiance's name, Carly. I always say it corrects it to Katie, and then I gotta explain myself. Yeah. There's no Katie. I promise.
Yeah, that's
Oh, man.
dangerous.
Yeah,
Apple needs to fix this.
yeah, man.
This is my
That's
relationship.
dangerous. Yeah, that's at stake. Oh,
All I'm
man.
saying is iPhone is the worst part of the ecosystem.
I honestly, I haven't used Android, so I can't really say like anything substantial here, but it works for me.
I don't think it's iPhone. I think it's a spell check.
Is it
That's it.
spell check?
Spell check. That's my only
Spell check's
problem.
just as bad on Android.
Yeah.
Nah, Andrew would learn like what I used to say, like, because I don't write like normal slang. I write like mexy slang, and Android learned my slang. Okay.
Mexy slang.
You beat it into submission. It's like learn it.
Yeah, like I don't know. Like when I type I don't know, I type I don't know. Things like that. Like it learned how to type.
That's
Like
true,
I would write
yeah.
this. So you
Okay.
know.
That's cool because Google I/O happened. Is that what it's called? And then
Yeah, that was
they
trash.
just, but I didn't hear anything about it or cared. So
It's like the watches
sad.
was the best thing. Maybe.
the wearables are not
Yeah.
gonna go anywhere, man. You know it's not gonna go anywhere.
Sure.
Yeah,
Nah.
Apple Watch is pretty
it's
good.
just- yeah, Apple ate all
Mhm.
that market. Like Fitbit, Pebble, all those are gone now. It's like
I liked my Fitbit. I had the cheapo Fitbit. Well, not cheap, but it was the smartwatch version that was one below an actual smartwatch. Greatest thing about it was it lasted for a whole week.
Mhm.
But
Yeah, that's sick.
yeah, it was great from that perspective. But then the whole watch died after about a year and a half.
oh no.
Yeah, so I'm not gonna go buy another one.
Gotta jump on the Apple Watch bandwagon. But if you don't have an iPhone, I guess it kind of doesn't make sense.
Doesn't make any sense.
That's
Yeah.
why they need to fix. That's why they need to fix Wear OS. I liked it, except for the battery life was trash.
Yeah. I mean the
How long
battery
was
life
the
on the
iPhone?
iPhone, on
Oh,
the
sorry, yeah.
iWatch or Apple Watch, whatever. It's trash too. It like lasts a day, maybe two.
But a day's fine. My Wear OS didn't. My Fossil didn't last. Not
Oh, it
even
didn't last a day?
Like, no, like
Oh,
8
that's-
hours.
That sucks.
It was horrible.
I feel
last-
it's kind of shit. You have to charge your watch every day.
Yeah,
You
Yeah,
gotta take it off to sleep. So
No, you're not
It-
supposed to take it off. 'Cause
gotta leave it
monitors
on.
You're sleeping.
but it
Oh,
lasts.
yeah.
Well, I got sick of the sleep monitoring though, and because I just don't want it on my wrist when I sleep. But it lasts as long as my phone lasts, or close enough. And I think that's
Probably-
like the margin.
Probably
the-
didn't want
the
it
goal.
counting strokes.
I was like, stop it. I'm not working out.
the real
Having
reason
some
the battery
alone
died.
time. Yeah, there you go. That's the real reason. All right. Well, on to other news. What other shows coming out, Max? You give us some links.
Oh man, the Eternals
Oh.
movie's coming out.
Oh,
Ooh, they
it's-
did the
it's-
first
it's a movie?
trailer. It's a movie.
Oh,
And you think they're gonna have all those expensive people in one TV show?
Yeah, I thought it was a TV show. I was like, how are they getting Angelina Jolie in a TV show? She's expensive, but yeah, that makes sense.
You know, it's a movie. Salma Hayek, Gemma Chan, Kit Harington, apparently. His brother Rob Stark. I forget what his name is.
His brother Rob.
They're all in the movie. It's like
Crossover.
Kumail Nanjiani.
Uh-huh.
He got swole for this movie, man. The guy from
Damn.
Silicon Valley. I don't know if you remember.
Which one?
The Pakistani dude.
Oh,
from
okay.
Silicon
Yo, that
Valley.
guy got swole. Okay.
Yeah, dude, he's super
Yeah.
swole. I was like, whoa. Yeah,
Where
let,
did you
me,
come
let
from?
me let me show you, man, because it's a work of art.
I'm just
They pumped up those Disney steroids, man, on him.
Disney Stars. They gave him the good stuff.
Damn.
Look
Oh,
at-
damn, this guy got ripped. Holy crap. 'Cause he
I
had like a,
It was funny until you saw it. I was like, whoa.
because he had like a he had like the developer body on the Silicon Valley show. He had like just like you know, like a
He
little
did.
flabby.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, I know you guys are all ripped because you guys all work out, but over here, none
Not
of
even
that,
close.
man.
But look at this work of art, man. Like,
Yep. No, this guy is swole. Yep. Credit.
He did not want to be typecast.
No, apparently
like
it's a requirement for Disney. They make them like as soon as you get hired, Disney's like, all right, this is your workout person, this is your nutritionist.
Wow.
Let's go.
Damn.
Avenger body.
I mean, I wouldn't be upset if my employer was like, you know, you gotta be swole to work here. It's type every day, you know.
And we'll pay you to get swole.
Yeah, we'll pay you to
Yeah.
get swole. It's like, I guess I'll do it. Fine.
You might be onto something there. That's
Yeah, I
that's a
know,
pretty
right?
cool idea.
Like, get hired, get swole. Can't do
Mhm.
it. My wrist hurt. You're fired.
Mhm.
Next guy.
Saying he was talking about like how annoying it is because now he's like, I put on all this work, so like now I'm just eating healthy to keep it up because like it wasn't easy. It's like
Mhm.
I understand. I respect that.
I respect. I guess it's easier once you're on that train, but like getting started is probably the hardest part. As I drink my beer. I haven't gotten started.
Sometimes falling off the wagon is just a nice little slide.
Yeah, I'm working on the dad bod, man. You know,
There it is.
just gotta make
Yeah.
sure my kids remember me as a father figure.
I just want to throw this out there. He's 41.
Damn,
Wow.
he looks so young.
Well,
Damn.
anybody that looks like that looks young, man. Like,
Damn.
yeah, makes you feel just a little bad. You're just like,
Look, man, his job is to look good. Okay, look. he's
no,
doing a
his
good
job was to be funny. That's
Yeah.
what his job was. Disney
Wait, is
just
he not
happened
funny
to
in
be.
that?
I don't know, man. We haven't seen anything.
Oh, okay.
It looks like a very serious movie.
Yeah, it looks like a serious movie, like pretty dark and like, everybody's no jokes allowed.
Oh,
Cool. You know, when is that coming out?
I believe at the end of the year.
Okay.
November 5. Remember the 5th of November,
oh,
2021.
Nice.
I didn't say November
Nice.
5. That sounded weird.
Yeah, it is. That's not how we say it in America, but you know what? It's fine, man. That out of the way. Army of the Dead. Zack Snyder's real cut. This he got like full. Netflix was like, Zack, do whatever you want.
Yeah.
He gave us this.
We won't
It's
treat you like
masterpiece.
Warner Brothers.
Yeah, we won't do you dirty like that. Pretty messed up, but anyway, that's the past. So I don't know, man. Army of the Dead. Mexy, do you want to give? Oh yeah, Roundtable. That's right. I forgot about that. Yes, tradition. Roundtable. We'll
Just
pick
start
on
with our
Mark
guests.
first, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll pick on
Yeah,
Mark
there
first.
you go.
Mark,
There you go.
did you like
Put
this
me on
movie?
the spot. Okay, so it was entertaining. It was a little long, but I liked it. I have a lot of thoughts about the movie. I'm conflicted
Nice.
as a Snyder fanboy.
Oh,
I think it's in some ways a really good representation of his work, and in some ways, I don't know. He tries hard.
That's a good.
yeah, that's a good.
That's fair review. Fair review.
Tyler, you want to go next?
Sure. I agree for the most part. I really liked it. I liked it more than I thought I would like it. I think Mexy said it was going to be terrible, and he made that comment last week or something like that. So the bar was pretty low, and I think it exceeded my expectations. It was a bit long, but it didn't feel long. It was funny. It was a little meta in parts, which I really liked, especially with the zombie stuff. So I really liked it. I have complaints, but again, it's like one for like I think this is like 3 weeks in a row. It's one of those, if you turn your brain off a little bit, it's an entertaining movie. So I wasn't mad.
Yeah. All right, we'll leave Mexi for last. I'll go next.
Yeah.
This movie gave me what I wanted. I wanted to see zombies. They gave me zombies. I really like this movie.
Yeah.
I don't know much about Zack Snyder. I only watched the other movie with the Warner, you know, the really long one. This one was
The
not
original?
long. Yeah, I thought it was fine. Yeah, I did watch it in 2 sittings. Normally, I do watch movies in 2 sittings because scheduling. But I thought it was fine. I knew exactly what was going to happen the whole time because it's pretty meta, like Tyler was saying. Did not expect the heist thing, but that was a pretty cool twist. But I did enjoy the movie. I would say I liked it. I would probably watch it again. And
Yeah.
last, Mexi. What's up, Mexi?
Meh. I won't watch it again.
Wow.
Yeah, we expected that.
It was entertaining. It doesn't have enough substance to be like, I can watch this again. That's my thing.
I can see that.
Like, if you know what's gonna happen, the story's like kind of generic. It's a cool beginning, but after you get through the heist piece of it, it's just like, okay, like I don't need this in my life. The zombie pieces weren't that great. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. See you next week.
Cool.
So
Well,
I can pinpoint the point where I realized the movie was starting to fall, and it was much earlier for me. And then once I kind of realigned expectations, I had a great time. But now that you call it out after the heists, yeah.
Yeah, once they crack that safe, you know what the hell's gonna happen, and then it's like downhill from there.
I would even say before that, personally. As soon as they got to the safe, as like he's gonna start cracking it, and then you start getting the, oh no, they pushed the thing earlier. Now they're gonna bomb the place early. It's kind of like, okay, now we have to figure out where to throw action in this. You know,
Yeah.
we gotta motivate
Cool.
these people to work for us here.
Yeah, so I guess like stepping back a little bit, I think the most interesting part about this movie for me, I guess, is like the cast. Like it's a heist movie. Like you said, you were saying we're talking earlier in the pre-show. That was like Ocean's 11, right? Like you have this one guy, and recruiting the rest of the people to do their job. Do we want to go over the cast and then see who's who and then what's what and then go from there?
Sure.
Yeah. All right. So start with our main man, Scott. The way I like to think about these characters, because I think about like a video game, is like they have a reason for existing. Like Mexy, that was the same motivation, right? And then what do they do and what do they suck at? Because I think I don't know if they were trying to structure it this way, but everybody had a role in this heist.
This guy was the brains and the bronze.
Yeah, this guy is like huge, right? It's like 7 feet tall. I don't know, like giant.
Ex-wrestler, man.
Yeah. So actually, maybe it makes more sense if we go over the 15 minutes of the movie, because I think they did like a backstory, but they didn't say anything about that, right? Like the first 15 minutes they did of the movie.
You mean the second 15 minutes? You want to just
like
go through the movie
the second
and then we'll
15,
go from there?
Yeah,
we'll just start with the movie.
Yeah, we'll start with the movie. So the movie starts, right? The first 15 minutes is like they're gonna deliver a payload somewhere. And we don't know what it is. I mean, of course,
the
we know
military.
What it is, the military, yeah. And the crate opens because accident. Somebody was not doing their job, looking at the road. It's a car
Someone
coming
was
ahead
doing
of
a
you.
job.
Somebody else was doing a job.
Somebody.
So that's where I start getting annoyed with this movie, because obviously the first car is supposed to take the brunt for the package, right? And then he's like, "Oh no, car! Woo!" Like gets out of the way. Like,
Yeah.
like okay.
And then Michael Bay explosion.
Yes.
And then zombies loose.
Beautiful. Yeah,
But it did set the scene early for just how much belief you would have to suspend.
Yes.
True.
Right away, you're like, oh, okay.
Yeah. So that's where like everything starts. Like we don't know why they're delivering the payload. Like we can assume it's the military, so we know they're containing something or they're moving some kind of weapon or something. I think at the end we'll talk about like kind of the trivia. Maxi made some points about why that was happening, so we'll talk about it at the end. But we don't know at this point. We don't know why it's happening, right? And that's where the outbreak starts. They don't say anything like about the payload, right? They just say
Well, they say the payload is bad and get
right
away from it.
Yeah, get out of there. But that's it. They don't say like what is it or where it came from.
They do talk about where they're going. They say that they're talking about the. I don't know if it's just rumor in the cab, but they do reference Area 51.
Yeah.
No, they were leaving Area 51.
Leaving. Okay, exactly. Right.
Yeah.
So that right there, first little plot hook.
Yeah.
That's.
I think the big thing that they do is they trust the audience to not be stupid.
Yes. That's a Snyder thing.
They didn't explain everything. Yeah.
Right.
They're like, it's zombies. You know what a zombie is.
Yeah.
You know what they do. Go.
Right. They don't have to explain. I mean, because in the Resident Evil, like there's a source, right, of why it's happening. But here it's like, look, bro, there's a zombie. It bites you and you become them. What else do you want? So that's like the first like beginning, and that's how the spread starts in Las Vegas. And I thought that like that. I mean, that's fine. That makes sense. They don't explain how they contained the expansion, but they were blowing up the crap out of Las Vegas. So maybe that's how they did it.
Well, that, and then they're showing you like as they're building that wall.
Yeah. Of crates.
Crates, yeah.
They have a couple really good crane operators.
Yeah, I know. Perfect. And that's what I was talking about. Like the first 15 minutes is a setup, right? So there's something happening. There's some zombie outbreak, and then like one of the questions is like, why was it like just a meta question? Why was it Vegas? And I think Mexi answered that question. We'll leave it to the end. It's like it's a trivia thing. The why is it Vegas? But one of the questions I had is like, why are the survivors taking pictures as a backdrop? Is that like a movie thing, or
I
do you
think
guys
that's
know?
a Zack Snyder thing.
Zack Snyder thing?
Yeah.
Like it doesn't make any sense, but I guess that's
No, I think that's literally just a Zack Snyder thing because he does like this
It's
weird artistic thing.
okay.
it's
'Cause you're
it
supposed to,
is, you know, it's kind of like commentary on just how ridiculous people are. Oh, let's stop
Yeah.
and take a picture. Or how,
yeah. Yeah, because they were it kind of like without telling you anything about the story as you're watching this, like it's playing like Viva Las Vegas song, or is that what it's called?
Mm-hmm.
They're
Mm.
going through this, and there's zombies and people trying to get out, and you kind of see like we get glimpses of the main characters or like all the characters in here doing their thing, but they don't tell you anything else. So you kind of see that they were there at ground zero, but that's all
Yeah.
you get, right?
Yeah, and like I said, that's a Zack Snyder thing. He does that in
Mhm.
Dawn of the Dead too, where he does.
Okay.
In Dawn of the Dead, he does get down with the sickness or down with the sickness, whatever the hell that song's called.
Yeah.
And you're just seeing like the outbreak occur, and then you're
Okay.
so
Yep,
it's just
that was a great parallel, actually. You know, the difference being in that one, the whole rest of the world dies. Like it's what's implied. You know, you're seeing all
Yeah.
these mega cuts from different parts of the world and riots and all that type of stuff. So it goes big right away.
Hmm. That's what I thought was happening, actually. I thought they were building a safe zone. I didn't realize
Yeah.
the rest of the world was okay till a few
Yeah.
minutes after.
Yeah, that was a strange choice, but I guess it works. But I
Yeah, it
don't-
makes sense
realistically
for the
speaking,
plot of this movie, if you
Yeah.
call it a plot. Yeah.
Yeah. But honestly, how fast those zombies were, this was not. What was really gonna happen is like we're all gonna be screwed. But
Yeah.
But
It works
that's
for the
also
movie.
kind of step one of the genius of trying to create a zombie movie
Yeah.
post, you know, in today's world. You know, with the zombie surplus that we're in,
Mhm.
you know, so it's just something different.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
yeah. And that's to me the big theme of a lot of the themes. We'll touch on that a lot, I'm sure. Or I will.
Yeah. They did fast zombies a lot better than World War Z did fast zombies.
what?
Oh,
That
the
was stupid.
zombies in Dawn of the Dead were like really well, they weren't
Were they fast too?
they weren't alphas, but they were closer to 28 days later.
Okay.
28 days
'Cause-
later is probably one of the fastest I've seen.
Yeah.
Because my brain just hated fast zombies because I feel like there needs to be balance in the world and zombies need to be slow to give us a chance. So I hate that, but they did it pretty good in this one where they gave like the different factions of zombies or whatever.
Hierarchy.
Hierarchy. There you go.
Yeah. Which doesn't make sense to me, but we'll cover that in a little bit later. So that's the first like setup. There's an outbreak. Vegas is the hot spot. Somehow they walled it off, and some people make it out. And there's a refugee camp right outside of Vegas, which makes no sense, but that's fine. And that's where we start with our main man, right? Like he's
Mhm.
like Hanzo. No, not Hanzo. What was his name here?
Scott.
Bly.
Oh, that guy. Sorry.
Yeah. So we meet Scott, the main guy, because he gets recruited by Hanzo from Mortal Kombat or Bly in this movie to get some money from the bank. Like, which that
He was
premise almost made no sense to me, but I'll go along with the movie because it's fun.
He's the casino owner.
Yeah, oh, he's a casino owner. Okay, is that
Yeah.
okay?
They were gonna
So-
blow up all his money.
Right.
Well, he
Well,
already
that's
got
right.
reimbursed for it.
yeah, he already got paid for the money, but he was just being extra greedy, quote unquote.
Yeah.
Right.
'cause
Well, I
the
think he said
subplot
he had money off the books too, so he couldn't get paid for all the money he actually had. Isn't that what he said?
No, he said I already got reimbursed by the insurance.
Oh,
And
So the what's in the vault is off the books, basically.
is that okay?
Right.
Sure. So
Yeah.
he was greedy. Obviously, he's a casino
Yeah, so
owner.
that was his. Yeah.
So
So
it
he wanted the money, and these guys were gonna get a kickback. and somehow he knew. I guess he had multiple like bets on multiple groups of people that were gonna go in to try to get this money. But I thought
Did he?
the subplot was that the military.
Well, no, he had sent multiple people.
Yeah, he sent multiple
out
people
there.
in. Because when he
But
got
the
the phone call
goal-
from.
The goal was to get. All right, keep going. Sorry.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I'll let you. You go ahead, man.
So they kept sending teams in there, but this was like the last team that they could send before they blew up the city with the tactical nuke.
Right.
I just wanted to say tactical nuke.
Tactical nuke.
Yeah.
On 4th of
He's
July.
been waiting.
Yeah.
America.
America.
America, man. I mean, honestly, that's pretty cool. Like, if you're gonna blow up a city, what better way, a better day to do it than the day of
4th of July, America.
4th of July, man. So you want fireworks? Give them fireworks right now.
I also like that they addressed that in the movie where they're like, people thought maybe blowing up a city on 4th of July may not be a great idea. It's like they're wrong, but continue.
Yeah, I said that. I was like, I don't know who you're talking. I don't know if you know your audience, man. I think it's totally fine. There's zombies in there. What? There's nothing else. You're celebrating freedom.
They're people, man. They're still people.
Okay, no, man. I saw the movie.
Okay.
So,
I mean,
so Hanzo's like, okay, we're recruiting these people, and then he recruits Scott first. Did you guys get the connection? I don't know why he knows Scott.
because
It's just-
there was a one-off line where there's like only one person got the Medal of Honor for saving the Secretary of Defense.
Gotcha. And I probably missed it because I was like, not important. You're talking.
Literally
no.
one line where it's
Yeah.
just and then they show
Yeah.
his Medal of Honor. Or
He
freaking-
drops it. Yeah.
yeah. So that's it.
Yeah, so Scott is the guy for the job, and he knows people. So now we'll get into the cast because Scott starts recruiting the people that he needs to recruit to get this job done. And he's like, how much money? It was like some obscene
They were
amount
going
of
to
money.
split $50 million between his team. So they were
Yeah,
going to
50
take out $267 million, and then they could split $50 million.
50 million, yeah. So this guy's working at some really dirty place, some restaurant. And he's just like, just doing his thing. And then the next person he goes to hire was Maria. Is that right?
Yep.
His
The
side
Platonic
squeeze.
loveys.
Yeah.
Was it even a side squeeze? Because apparently they hadn't seen each other.
Yeah,
Just
but
saying.
maybe they had some history. You know what I'm saying, man?
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
He was
And
a
I-
loving husband. You take that back.
yes. That's right. From her end, like she was always like,
Yeah.
this is the guy. Yeah. And I, as the guy who's always commenting on language, I really loved how this character Maria, she's able to switch from Spanish to English just fine. They don't have to exaggerate anything. No forcing the accent. Beautiful. I admire the choice there. So
Okay.
to get this lady, I don't know why he picked her.
She's family.
Yeah,
She's family.
She's family. Gotcha. Family.
She's the
She's
Letty.
cool. Yeah.
The Letty.
Letty, yeah.
She is the Letty.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
that's right. Yeah, so we get Maria, the family, and then he goes down the list and he finds is Van the next guy he gets.
Yeah, Van is the next one.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and this guy is just also a badass. There's nothing really to say much about him. He has a chainsaw, which is
Well.
cool. I guess you have to get him on all the video games.
I mean, was he
And-
cool though? Because he never used it. I'm gonna
Yeah,
throw
he
that out there
didn't.
right away.
They used it
That's
to
true,
cut
he
through
never-
a
didn't.
wall.
It did get used.
It did get
No,
used,
no,
but
no,
not
no,
by
no.
him. Yeah.
He didn't use it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. He never used it. He used it in the first 15 minutes, but that's it. Not in the
Yeah.
actual movie. So you're right.
Yeah.
He just
Yeah.
carried this like 50, 100-pound thing all over the place, not used.
Yeah. He had a role though. He was a teacher. He
was
taught
the
he
teacher.
taught the Safecracker how to fight.
Yeah, that's right. That's
That
right.
was his
Peter,
I didn't-
right?
main role.
I didn't say he didn't have a role. I'm just saying he never used his chainsaw, which
well,
makes
yeah,
me very
yeah.
disappointing.
He was very mad about people touching his chainsaw, and then he never used it. Yeah, or
Yeah.
his.
I mean,
It was
yeah,
like a
man.
concrete saw. It was like a.
It was.
It
It
was
was. Yeah.
It was a massive saw, which is what they used it for eventually.
Yep. Yep.
Are
It's
you
like, we
saying that
need
his previous
somehow-
career his previous career of aquatic life instructor. What is that? Rehab for old ladies.
No, that's right.
That was his soft side.
His soft side.
Nah.
His hard side was like mowing zombies with a chainsaw. Oh man.
Yeah, because and see that's I thought Van, Maria, and Scott had all done this before, like when in the Escape from Vegas originally or something.
Uh-huh.
Because why else would it have? Would
They
he
were
have?
all on the same team. That's
Yeah,
what they were kind of alluding to.
yeah.
Because they were getting the band back together, right?
Hmm.
Yep.
So to speak. So
And they were the ones who got full shares, right?
Hmm.
yeah.
Yeah, because it was 15, 15, 15, and then
yeah.
the
And then you
5
got
amongst everyone else.
right. And I
That
don't
was one of
remember
my
if it
favorite
was-
parts, by the way.
Yeah, exactly. At the beginning, like getting the people, because you kind of get a glimpse of like what they do. Like you get like one-on-one time with that character. I
Hmm.
don't remember if it was Dieter next or Guz or
It was
Guzman or whatever you're gonna call it.
Neither. It was
Ne-
the
oh.
pilot lady.
Oh, the pilot
Yeah.
lady.
Yep.
Which is
She was awesome. Well, she was annoying at
Yeah.
first,
Oh.
and then I liked her.
Yeah.
It was
She-
a
I mean,
roller
Hands
coaster
down,
from
my
there.
favorite character.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's like, how much money? Yeah, whatever. I don't care. Like
Yeah.
whatever it is, I'll
Yeah.
do it.
Yeah, I thought that was.
Don't you want to know what the job is?
It's like nah.
Nope.
No.
Fly a
I
helicopter. That's
assume
all I
it
care.
has something to do with the helicopter.
Yeah.
I'm the helicopter guy. I'm in.
Yeah.
She was the first one to get super meta too, which I loved.
Oh yeah.
Because
Yeah,
she was
so-
like, yeah.
Yeah, so you need the helicopter, and then now we get to Guzman, right? Am I out of order still?
I think it was
You're
Dieter.
out of order. Now it's Dieter.
Dieter, yes, the Safecracker,
Yep.
which is like
That's it.
the job,
That's it.
the job. But he, I put a little cat as his weakness, kind of like 'cause he's kind of a pussy, you know.
Oh,
'Cause-
that's what that meant. What is the cat here?
Because he's always like screaming and squealing.
That was hilarious.
But it's funny. It's
Yeah.
funny because it fits his character. He's just like guy that's like he talks so eloquent about the lock. Is like, oh, are you asking me to open this thing that can't be opened? I have a chance to do it.
So the thing that makes him super interesting isn't even in the movie.
Oh,
Apparently, he's the subject of the prequel movie.
yes.
Ah.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that.
All right.
Oh
all right.
snap! Oh,
Yeah.
cool. Yeah, I like this character. I like him a lot. Yeah, so it's pretty cool. So that's good. And now we get to the gangsters, the cholos. You know, Guzman.
Guzman.
Guzman, yeah, and it was a little over the top, but honestly, as a Mexican, I kind of like that. It wasn't like too over the top because whenever like cholos are represented in movies, they're like it's too much. This one was like just right. It's still credible. It's in the believable spectrum.
Yeah.
It was comic
So-
enough to know that it was a meta character. He knew he was a meta
Yeah.
character.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but it
I
wasn't
love your
like
notes on him. His strength, Mexican weakness, Mexican. I just read
Well-
that now.
We'll get to why we say that because it's actually
Yes,
funny in the
please
movie.
explain.
yeah.
We'll get to it.
So, yeah.
So yeah, his thing is just basically he's killed zombies, so he can do it again, right? So
Mm.
and he get his crew ready. But I mean, I
So-
like this character. Yeah.
I had a thought about that. I wasn't sure. Was that for real, you think, him going into the zone, or however he got those YouTube videos?
I
It
think
seemed
they
like
were
it was
real.
for real. Yeah, it seemed
Yeah.
like
I think it's real.
You thought it was fake?
Okay. Well, I'm trying to remember his initial reaction once he saw zombies on the inside.
He was murdering zombies.
Yeah. It was his friend that bailed.
Yeah, he froze on
Yeah.
the at the wrong time, but we can talk about it in a little bit. So yeah, and that's the squad, right? That's the whole team.
The
You got
original
everybody.
squad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the original squad. You need everybody. And the and I guess now we have like tag-alongs. They added like a spy, Martin, and then,
Martin.
and then the guide, which is that lady Lily. She knows how to get in. She knows how to guide them to the right. I don't know why she even got involved. Like as soon as I
Because he
got him
needed somebody to
inside.
take him inside.
Yeah, but I
she's
mean,
the
as long as you get
chaotic.
him inside, she would have bailed. Like, why would you stay there, stick around? But I guess
Well, no,
they didn't
because she
offer
would
her-
take people out. Yeah,
Oh,
people in and people out.
Which
I see. Okay,
Because she talks about that too. Like she never left anybody behind that she didn't have to.
gotcha. Okay, well, it's a little. That's fine. But like they're gonna blow up the city, so I would figure like, okay, guys, I'll help you guys get in. I'm gonna piece the hell out, and good luck.
I think part of that is her motivation because she really wanted to help people, and then she makes a statement about that. That's why she
Okay.
fucking hated that one guy, Bert, right?
Mm,
Because she actually cared about the people at the refugee camps and was trying to help them. So like,
Okay. Yeah. And
Yeah.
We got the so Bert is also tags along, but he's only there because they're gonna use him as a sacrificial lamb. But the one that annoys me the most, and I think Mexi agrees with me, I don't know if you guys agree with me, is Scott's daughter. She had no place in this play.
God.
Yeah.
It was a little bit awkward, like how they made her be part of this crew.
mm-hmm.
A little
You
bit.
guys agree? It's like it's a little
Just
forced.
stupid. I don't care what she was dumbest character. She did the dumbest decisions. Her whole reason for being there was stupid. It's like, oh, I gotta go save Geeta for her kids. She entrusted her kids to you. What are you doing?
Right?
Yeah.
It's like,
Fucking-
don't worry,
Yeah.
kids. See you later.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know, man. Like, I know why they did it because it will force some other things in the movie to happen, but I mean,
Stupid.
Those things could have been forced other ways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's almost like it was they needed the father-daughter bonding
Mhm.
part of the story, and I'm sure I could wing
didn't.
a way to connect it later, but it's
I
yeah, that's
didn't
what I was
need that
telling Mexi.
connection.
That look,
Uh,
I was
yeah.
telling Mexi is like, hey, maybe they made her like maybe she wanted to go to be close with her father because she hadn't been there, and that's what I want to believe, and that's what I'm going to believe. Okay, and even if it's not true, it's fine. Look, man, look,
Okay.
man.
Just let him have it,
It's
okay?
okay. She was just lying to him. Like, I want to find Geeta. Really, she didn't care about Geeta. She just want to be with her dad. All right. So
I like that. I like that.
I don't.
all right. cool.
I literally could have done without that entire thing.
Yeah, me too. Look, honestly,
Yeah.
like he was trying to not let her go through, but she was gonna go in. Kids, man.
Anyways,
Bratty little kids. But
go on.
Anyway,
Good for
she tags along, so that's the full crew. But the first encounter, man. So now we get into the zombie infested land of Vegas. The
Mhm.
first encounter is when we learn about these creatures because we don't know much about zombies up to this point, right? We don't know why they're. We know about the alpha. I think they call him Zeus, but that's all we
Mhm.
know. And then now they make it into like the perimeter. And I think Tyler was talking about the different kinds of zombies. They didn't say why they existed, but we know that they exist now, right? There's the slow
Yeah.
zombies.
Well, it's just
They
because
did.
the king, Zeus, anyone that he bit became an alpha, and then anyone that they bit just became a normal
Shambler.
zombie.
Shambler,
There,
yeah.
that was the name. And the alphas were fast.
And the
And
other ones
smart.
got, yeah.
And yeah.
Yeah,
And the
my-
other ones were just like,
My initial reaction is thank you that they should be thankful that the Shamblers weren't the World War Z zombies, because those walls
Yes.
wouldn't have meant anything.
exactly.
True.
Yeah.
And then
Actually-
the Alpha zombies, and then you're like, wait, what?
Yeah. So the alpha zombies could have gotten out, but I think the one comment that Lily made was that you think we're keeping them in, like they're establishing a kingdom, right? So they're saying that this is our
Yeah.
land. So that's kind of like how it flipped it around for me. It's like, oh, it makes sense. This is like their territory. They're not trying to get out. This is their land. So that I guess that kind of like made it. I mean, it's a zombie movie, right? So it doesn't have to make a lot
It's
of
the
sense.
Zack Snyder try hard part of
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
there'll be more.
There'll be more.
There'll
Yeah,
be
so that's like that. I was
Mhm.
like, okay, fine, I can live with that statement. Yeah, yes, fine. This is your territory. You live here. We live over there. All good. And and that's where I don't know. That's where the rules start, right? There's rules to this game. If you come with an
Whoa,
offering,
whoa!
did I skip something?
You're skipping the coolest part of that scene.
The freaking
The
tiger.
tiger.
The tiger. That's right. The
So
tiger.
good.
Yeah.
It shows up and like, "Rrr," like whoa, like that's where you're
Yeah.
like, not okay.
Yeah. The tiger. They spent the good CGI money in there.
Mm-hmm.
That's good, man. I did not expect a tiger, honestly, and I was very pleased with that. So they had
It was
a name.
amazing.
I don't know, but
Yeah.
that was cool.
Top notch.
Once we get past the tiger scene, there's a no. So now you know there's a tiger somewhere in the grounds.
Mm-hmm.
but to add to that, you have to provide an offering, and of course, poor rapist Bert gets the shaft.
Whoa!
He's like, "Show me your gun."
Poor rapist?
Whoa!
What?
Really?
No,
Poor
I'm not
Poor
trying
rapist.
to.
He deserved
I'm
it.
not trying to. I said it with that tone, like, of course he deserved it, right? He
Mm-mm.
ever since the beginning, like, I
Sarcasm,
hope this guy sarcasm. I hope this guy he deserves it. All right, he is gonna be fodder for the alphas. So that was interesting though, that there are rules to how you. That's the first glimpse that you get that these guys are smart. They're not like just stumbling things. Which is it normal for like zombie movies? Like I this is the first one
No.
I see that. No, it's
This
not.
is
Right?
this is very much a Zack Snyder thing.
Like breaking the meta a little bit.
Yep. Well, they break it right away. One of the taboo things that they did, and I left it towards the end, is like they called them zombies right away, and like you don't do that in a zombie movie. That's just like one of the rules. You never call them zombies. And
Yeah.
Zack Snyder is like zombies.
Yeah.
No,
But I also hate how that's taboo. How that's taboo. Sorry.
You're
Wait, is
wrong,
it
but
taboo?
continue.
I-
Yes.
Well,
Why
why?
is it?
Why is
Yeah,
it?
but-
Why am I wrong?
today's
it always
age-
feels awkward. Yeah. It's like in The Walking Dead, I was like, just say zombies.
It's a
Just say it.
tradition. It's a tradition.
Ah, I see.
No, it's a stupid tradition. Zack Snyder did.
Oh my God. God rest
man.
George Romero's soul. The godfather of the zombie genre.
That times change, man. We know what zombies are now.
Oh man. Yeah. Okay, so I guess I did not know that, so that's cool. But yeah, they're zombies, man. So so the offering, I don't know. Like, how does she know? How does she know? Like, has she offered them
Because she's
something
been
before?
in there before. Yeah, she's been
Yeah, but-
like,
Yeah,
She
I
knows
do
the
wonder how
rules,
she
man.
figured that one out. Like,
It's like, hey, here's a cat. Now can I go scavenge? Yeah. So maybe she gave a cat. Or a
clearly,
rat
it was
or
a
something.
scientific method. Yeah,
Scientific method. Other guards, maybe, I don't know. But
it sounded like she knew all the rules, right? And she was the
Yeah.
only one that knew about the alpha zombies and all that. So
yeah. So like you said, her role was
Exposition gun.
exposition. Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. There you go. I learned that from you. Yeah, exposition. I was like, oh yeah, I can use some
as you're
terms now.
writing it, as you're watching it, you're like, oh, exposition, got it.
Yeah, got it. Yeah, so that was her role, which was pretty good. I liked her character too, so she's a badass.
she was good. Yeah,
So we know about the slow zombies, the dehydrated zombies, and then animal zombies, right? Because they only move when it's wet.
yeah.
When
that
they're
was-
when they were not dehydrated.
dehydrated. Yeah,
That
'Cause
was
you-
one of the cooler concepts that was introduced.
yeah.
The idea that they just baked and died
And
in the
died.
sun.
Yeah, and then when it rained, they would come back to life for a few minutes or
Mhm.
something.
Mhm.
It was pretty cool.
Just the imagery of that, this like, slumped mass just
Oh,
starts
gross.
breathing and coming back. Well, not breathing, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Gestating, gyrating, whatever.
Yeah. So.
Are we still talking about zombies?
So yeah, I guess that is all we get, right? That is the introduction that we get to zombies. Like we just know that is it. I don't know. And from here, the movie devolves quickly into like getting into the building, because
Yes.
nobody has done anything yet except we provide the sacrifice. They take him away. We don't know what they're gonna do with him. I guess the other thing that they get like right away is those zombies that are hibernating, which was I don't know, like it's a little weird to me. Like
If they're not
Not my
eating, they're
favorite.
hibernating.
Not my favorite.
yeah, not
mean-
yeah, exactly.
I'm not trying to justify it. I'm just saying, like, you needed to set
Like-
up that scene somehow.
Yeah, they need to set up that scene, which was a good like yes, I was a little tense because you could hear the zombies what is it called,
Snoring?
grumbling, snoring, and then when they get bumped a little bit, like "Rawr," right, so it's kind of a tense scene, but
So
But you get the baddest ass character in the entire movie, Chola Wick.
yeah, and that's where like things start hitting the fan, right? Like things start going sideways because we find out we have a mole.
Yeah, Martin starts showing his true colors.
Yeah, so
Mhm.
he betrays that our
Chola Wick.
Chola Wick, what's her name?
Chambers.
Chambers. Yeah.
Yeah.
Why do you call her?
She was a badass.
Yeah,
Why do I call her that?
Yeah,
Did
why
you
do you call
not
her Chola
see
Wick?
the moment where she's like, she's trapped, accidentally bumps one zombie? She's like, shh, go to sleep. And then she bumps another zombie, shh, go to sleep. And she keeps doing this constantly until she accidentally wakes them all up by the dishes. And then she's just like, I just started busting cats, pa 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 pa, and like she's making it out of there. Like she's like booking it through these kitchens, and she's just like shooting zombies falling on her. She's like, "Not today, Satan!" Ta ta. Like until like the very end of the hallway, Mr. Chambers, Martin over here is like, "I'm just gonna trap her in here," and you're like,
Yeah.
"No, not like this.
Not
She
like
just did-
this."
she did it
She
all."
killed more zombies by that point in the movie than anybody else combined.
Uh-huh.
And then they make it out, and she just runs out of a damn window out of nowhere. She's just like, and like,
Right?
pa, 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 like, and nobody helps her. Nobody helps
Yeah,
her.
nobody shot at all.
Dude was within like 20 feet. That was one of the most frustrating parts. I was
Yeah.
like, did you see how hard she just tried? And you can't even walk past like 4 zombies to go give her a hand. Like,
Yeah.
oh.
That was very
It was-
disappointing.
Yeah. It was the saddest part because it's just like, not Chola Wick. She's so good. Mission success dropped 50% at that moment.
Yeah, I thought she was gonna make it. Once she jumped over the window, I
Yeah.
thought she's gonna make it.
I did too.
But it was too soon, right? Because she would have given up Martin away. So
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
yes, you kind of know, like, she might make it. Like, no, she can't make it because
She could have yelled, "It was that bitch Martin."
Yeah, she should have. The
But
timing
friend-
on that was great though, because Martin's like, "Oh, she's a gunner," and then she jumps out of the window.
Yeah.
Yes. that
I
was
was-
beautiful, man.
That was the best scene in this entire movie. Just watching her like pa 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 pa, jumps out of a window, and like, what is happening? She's so badass. And then dies.
Yeah, because all
With the
those
stupidest way.
Yeah, the stealth kills are like pretty good because that's how you normally like if you play any games like Last of Us or even like the show The Walking Dead. Like the stealth kills are the thing that gets you through the zombies, but they didn't do that anymore. Like that was the only place they did it, and then after that it was fucking chaos. But
The gas tank kill.
that's
stupid.
and that's when we start losing people, right? Like that's where like things are going downhill from. Like I think at this point is where like I was like, okay, I guess now we're going down this slippery slide of people dying. I
The
don't know if you
moment
guys
that they
were-
made it into the casino, like the heist movie stopped, right?
Yeah.
And then it became a zombie movie, right? And it's kind of like, okay, you're not a very good zombie movie, but okay.
well, it wasn't good of either movie, right? Because the getting in
Excuse
wasn't.
me? Before that point, Chola Wick was still alive, okay?
Yes,
And that
yes,
movie
yes.
was amazing. That was the best movie I've ever seen.
Yeah, because I mean
Yeah.
that scene was pretty good, but then she was gone.
Right.
You didn't like the shooting the gas? I thought it was pretty cool animation, but
No, that's not how
just
it
me.
works.
You know what? I don't care, man. It's a movie. You see, I know. There's not enough oxygen, whatever, but it doesn't matter. It worked and it exploded.
And the gas tank of all, like if she had a propane tank, I would have believed it. I would have been like, okay, that was pretty cool. But no, it was a gas tank.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But
Mexi doesn't want
still-
your
She
cheap explosion.
If
Yeah.
I'll take it back. I'll accept it if she had a freaking bag, like a grocery bag in her back, like the rest of the explosives in the world.
Don't put gas in
Oh.
grocery bags, guys. It's not
Relevant.
gonna
I
make it.
like it. That was good.
Relevant, yeah. But then that's it, man. We lost Chola Wick, and that's where everything starts going downhill. You realize that there's a mole in the whole
In the
operation.
team.
And I don't know, like I don't remember much about here except that just the next thing I remember from here is like them getting into the vaults. Like, that's the
Mhm.
only thing that matters, right?
They do the cool
Uh,
sequence with let's trigger the booby traps.
Yes, that was cool.
Mhm.
That was
It
funny.
was and it wasn't because like they could have just thrown a dead body in there and it would have been
Yeah.
the same thing.
But that was
Yes,
one of the
but-
meta points, right? Where they were making
Yeah.
fun of the whole zombie
Yeah.
movie thing, or they
Yeah.
were making
Mhm.
fun of the way they did that, where he goes and he gets the zombie, and then it doesn't
Yeah.
do what he wants, and then he goes and gets another one, and they're like, "Where are you getting these zombies?" at?"
Yeah.
I thought that
Yeah.
was funny.
It's funny, but it doesn't make the movie better. So
It reminds me of a video
Yeah.
game, like when you're like, oh, I know what I have to do, so now I have to lure somebody here, and then he microwaves the hand, which was like so.
Yeah.
It's like,
Ew.
ooh, smell this, go, yeah,
It's not the meat; it's the heat.
yeah, exactly. Is that another try hard moment from Zack Snyder? I don't know. I don't know much about
It's
it.
in there. Yeah.
It's in there.
they were referencing King of the Hill, you know?
Oh,
Taste
was
the
it?
meat, not the heat. I'm just kidding.
Oh.
But yeah, then they break the thing, and then during this whole breaking thing, they decide to go, or Martin decides to fulfill his true mission, which is to go cut the zombie heads off of the queen. Right?
But he was just asked to get like blood. I think that was the real mission, right? Because at the beginning of the movie, we see Hanzo.
No, I think the mission was to get the head. He just told
Oh,
that
was to
chick,
get the head.
"I
Oh.
need."
Yeah.
I see.
Because he makes a statement like, "This is how you control zombies" or whatever.
Gotcha.
I was confused why Lily went along with that. I didn't really like that part of the story. Because she was
Yeah.
all like, we need to follow the rules. And then he's like, let's go get blood. And then they started breaking all her rules, right? Shooting in the air and bringing them back. Like, that seemed like a terrible idea.
Yeah, yeah. So
Well, that's she was going to get money and she was going to help more people. Is that what we're led to believe?
I think that's what we're led to believe.
Yeah.
okay,
Maybe.
So everyone has a prize.
yeah.
But that doesn't fit her character because she's all like trying to save the world. And obviously, if you're going to take the blood out into the world, they're just going to use it to make more zombies, right? Or a
Mm,
cure,
that
or a
depends.
cure, or
Or
a cure.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I'll buy it.
Okay.
I take it back. I'll allow it.
Maybe they had a
So-
chat as they were walking out. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
we skipped a little bit here during this entire thing, right? You start seeing a little bit about the zombie world, right? When they take Bert back into the zombie hideout, and like they bite him, and the queen shows up, and then they have a really weird moment where like Zeus is listening to the queen's stomach.
You
No.
know she's preggers. And you know.
I'm not gonna lie, and this is I don't know what this says about me, but the entire time when I see a female zombie and then I saw Zeus, I was like, I wonder if they have sex. And then they answered it like 2 minutes later.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. They bang.
Yeah.
Yep. They do.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, when I was watching this, I told Mexi, if there's a zombie baby, I'm turning it off.
I
That's
was
where I
thinking
draw the
about you
line.
the whole time. I was thinking
Yeah.
about you the whole
I
time.
was too. I was like, oh, when they listen to the stomach, I'm like, oh, Tyler's not gonna like this movie.
Yeah.
Oh, Tyler no like
It is where I draw the line.
Oh.
Now,
Oh,
now that
man.
being said, I don't know if we're going to keep talking about the baby in another part here, but Dawn of the Dead also had a zombie baby.
Yeah, so that's where it
Yeah.
came up because we talked about this before, and Tyler's like, that's not okay. So that's why we kept thinking about it.
Dawn of the Dead zombie baby is it was so creepy, so chilling.
Yeah, many times more
Mhm.
worse than this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that. Well, I don't think I've seen Dawn of the Dead. At
Just-
least not the
yeah.
entire movie. But there was a show called, I'm digressing. There was a show called Zombie Nation? Z Nation?
Mhm.
That had a zombie baby in the first episode, and I turned it off. Because it was awful. It's like, nope. Nope.
No,
Well, we appreciate you trucking through this one.
Anyway,
Thank you.
sorry, back to the story here.
it's all good. It's all
um,
good.
So yeah, they decapitate the lady zombie, and then They go back to the vault, right? Pretending nothing happened until they rescue the zombie babies.
Well, they don't know, right?
I
They
don't-
don't know what happened. They don't.
Yeah.
I don't feel like they ever went back to the vault. I feel
No,
like
they
once
did.
they got to the vault, it was always Van and Dieter.
No, they went back to the vault because they found that card of money and they started counting the money, and that's where she gets the idea of switching the
Oh,
money
that's right.
counter
They
with
need
the head.
everyone.
Yeah.
They need everyone to carry all the money up. Yeah, it's
Yep,
a lot.
yep.
It's a lot of money.
It's a lot of money, man.
That's another part that really bugged me is, they had
Yeah.
this condensed timeline and it's like, yeah, we can open the safe and then get out of here. And then it's like, okay, but that's a lot of money to move.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking about that too. It's like, how are they gonna carry all that cash? It's a lot of cash.
Yeah.
Is it even worth it? Like, I don't know.
It's $260 million worth it. I don't
But
know,
it's
man.
Like, it's like, I mean, once you're like halfway in, like they walk through the casino. They got there's like you know you're not gonna make it out. Like
Nah, they would have been. Let's be real.
Yeah.
They were successful in that mission until Martin decided to fuck around.
That's true. That's true. Okay, fine. I'll give you that. So yeah, and this is where like our boy Dieter, he's like, shut up, everybody. I need to open this thing. He gets in the zone. He cracks it, and he's
AutoZone.
like, yeah.
Sorry.
So yeah, it's beautiful, man. Guy doing exactly what he needed to do. He opened the safe, and everybody got the money. But then things were not going well because they cut the head of the queen. And of course, Zeus was not happy, and he's like, "Ain't gonna happen, bro."
And then
that's
he
where things
mounted
go back.
the 300.
He mounted- Which is also weird, right? Like the animal zombie things is weird to me because for me, zombies cannot think, but somehow horses can be zombies and can be mounted and can be, I don't know.
It's a stretch for
Controls
me
all
too.
Zombies. Oh no, he could control all the zombies. That was
Is
the
that how
thing.
it worked? Is
Yeah,
that
but
how
just
it
the idea of the zombie animals. I don't know. It's just weird
Yeah.
to me.
I mean,
But
if I have a
fine.
dog, I can be like, "Yo, dog, let's go," and he's like, "All right, we're going
Yeah.
somewhere, I guess."
Fine. Let's it's fine.
We'll,
Zach,
I allowed it.
you-
I wrote that one off. But
yeah, it's like Zach, you got this one.
Yeah.
Horse, no problem.
Mhm.
And that's like so. The death that comes out in this underground vault is the one that hurts me the most, man. Because like Maria, she's pouring her heart out. It's like
Oh.
I got a chance with like Scott.
I didn't-
He's like,
Oh, that one was, yeah.
I didn't care for
Yeah,
that
yeah,
one.
that was
That
brutal.
one
didn't
didn't
care
hurt
for-
me. Yeah, because the love thing came out of nowhere. Like they're ready to go, and then she's all like, "I came here for you." Like, whoa,
Come
whoa,
on, have
lady.
a heart. Jeez.
Whoa. I have a heart. There was another death that hurt me more than this one.
and this one for me is like she's
I
like,
just can't. Yeah.
look, maybe for you, maybe she's been waiting in that like dirty garage like shop that she has, like just working every day, thinking of Scott. I don't know what she's thinking, and she's like, she got the courage to say, "Hey, man, I love you.
Could
I
have
want to
waited.
make babies with you." Yeah, could have waited, but I'm glad she didn't because now he knows.
You know what death hurt me, man? You know what
Which
death
one?
hurt me? When fucking Peter moves out of the way so to push Van into the vault so that he doesn't get chomped on. And then he gets pulled away slowly and he's all like, "No!" That death hurt me because they went from hating each other to like, "You my bro, like you my
Respect.
man." Yeah,
Respect.
like,
Yeah.
and then he sacrificed himself for Van, and I'm all like, "No."
Yeah,
Friendship.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Their
That
chemistry,
had more chemistry.
was yes.
Yeah.
That was one of the better pairings of the whole
Yeah.
movie was those two.
It was built up from the beginning of the movie to where they were there. Not this, "I came here for you." Like, okay, calm down.
Yeah.
Calm down, lady.
Mhm.
they
More
had 2
organic.
beers together. Okay, that's all you need to know.
She was jealous of the daughter because he cared about the daughter more than he cared about her. That's unacceptable.
I don't
Although that
know.
was a weird, like, they twisted her head and then, like, the little bone suddenly, like
Yeah, that was
That was weird.
Yeah.
That's a little gross. I was like, no, not like this. That's pretty bad. Oh my god, you can't fix that.
Can't fix that. And then
You're like, maybe
did
she's
she
okay.
smile or like there was something
Yeah.
else afterwards that was creepy.
It was a little unnatural, yes. So
Uh,
it was pretty. So maybe that's why it's more memorable for me. But you're right. The relationship between Dieter and Van is pretty tight, and because they're all polar opposites, right? And then at some point they're like, okay, bro, you guys
We're
we can work
friends.
together. We're friends.
And
I
then,
felt like he could have gotten in, but I guess he didn't. So
well, he was until they pulled him out.
Yeah.
He was like closing the door, and he's like, "Yoinks!" Like,
Well, I thought that was plan A, like get into the vault, close it, they can't get inside. But I guess
it
they had other-
was. I think that was the plan, but you know,
you know, Van got a
Zeus
little bit
rocking the
overzealous.
helmet. You know.
Yeah, the helmet.
All
By
right.
the way, that was cool. All right, go on.
Can we park on the helmet for a second?
Yeah.
Because like again, belief suspending, I'm all there, I'm just there for a good time, but
Yeah.
seriously, they couldn't spare a few more helmets. Like, if they're smart enough that he can wear a helmet, why don't the rest of them have helmets?
I don't think he cares about the rest of them. I
She
think that's the whole.
care.
Because he can make
But
more.
they're also smart. They're also smart, right?
Right.
So
I don't think it really
"Oh, shit."
matters. Because there was things was dodging bullets. Like they were seriously the Matrix. Like
Yeah,
things were
but-
in front of him, pa 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 pa, and they're like, quah, quah, quah. Like okay.
But
I was
mean,
shooting at the after image the entire time.
to Mark's point, like you see the leader wearing a helmet, you put a fuck helmet on. I mean,
Especially after like 100 of your bros just got wasted.
Yes.
it's like
They're
Hey,
really
boss,
accurate
you
with
got
the
any more of those
headshots.
helmets?
Yeah.
that's true. Yeah, those guys are too good, but it's a movie. Right?
Which,
So,
by the way, is my favorite part about this movie. Pretty much all zombie property movies, they're always like, well, maybe World War Z, but like they're always scared and running and underpowered or undergunned. So it was really nice to see a squad go in there and just wreck stuff.
Yeah.
yes,
You know, and that was the whole
Yeah.
point of Goose. Like, that's why he was there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was like headshotting left and right. Like you were
Yeah.
seeing it when he's protecting the tunnel after what's her face escape. He's just like pop, 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 pop.
Yeah.
I mean,
They were so good. I was wondering why they wanted to nuke the city. I was like, just let them go.
Yeah.
Just let
They
these
could've-
guys
they could've
go for
finished
a
the whole
week.
thing.
Yeah.
yeah,
And that, by the way, is also my favorite part about this being Snyder, because Snyder has the ability to make every scene like just snap a picture and it's epic, which lended itself in in a bad direction for some of this movie. But for the action sequences, it was very gratifying. Well choreographed, great special effects, decent pacing, not too much slow mo, by Snyder standards. But it was very good action.
Absolutely.
yeah, it was cool, but not very Northwoody in my opinion. Like the coolest parts was like the tunnel scene and then like the casino scene at the end where they're like surrounded by all the zombies, but then like
Yep.
that's it. It wasn't very amazing.
There was not enough of it.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's just
and
like
that's
everybody
why-
started dying really fast. from
Yeah,
that
and that's
point
why I
on.
was saying, like, yeah, as soon as like things start going south, like everybody's just started dying, and it's pretty quick. Like you said.
Yeah.
But one death that was gratifying is Martin, the traitor.
Yup.
He gets
Yeah.
mauled by the zombie tiger. Because I was wondering when that tiger was gonna
so
come back.
good.
Yeah, I knew
that
I knew
was-
he had to come back. Yeah.
Yeah, it
I
was
was
a
so
little. I was
worried.
like, okay, it's gonna stop now, and it kept going. It's like, okay, all right, we guess we're gonna keep like not. It was. I mean, I'm not a much of a gore person, but they did go a little bit ham on that scene.
Yeah.
It was like
I was-
Leonardo
I was
DiCaprio in The
intrigued.
Revenant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
because
great.
the tiger like ripping his face open, you could see it swelling up. Oh god, it's a little gross, but yeah.
All the cuts. He like pushed him
all
and
the
like
cuts.
hit him in the walls and stuff.
Yep, and he's like, oh, I fuck.
He had his
But-
little Oberon moment.
he's like, yeah. He's like, yep, I shouldn't have stopped here, but yeah, that was pretty. I mean, it's satisfying for two reasons: one, because of all the effects, and two, because he's the bad guy. Or I mean, I don't know if he's the bad guy, but he did kind of betray everybody and kind of lock them down on there.
He killed
so...
Chola Wick. Of course,
He
he's
was
the bad guy.
legit the bad guy.
No
but
question.
you know,
Like,
maybe he was like, I was
Even
just
Zeus
following
was more
orders.
justified.
Yeah.
He could have been. I was just following orders, so I had to come here and get the thing. But he couldn't. He
Yeah,
could have just
so
let
the
him
Nazis
escape.
He didn't
and
need
we
to be
all
a dick
consider
to
them bad
Chola
guys.
Wick, though.
Yeah.
That was all him. That was ad lib as hell.
I guess he didn't have to do that. I don't feel
And he-
bad for the guy. I'm
And
just
he
saying,
locked
you know.
everybody down below him. How
Yeah,
It was
like,
an opportunity to use the
There's
saw.
multiple
It was just for
choices,
that.
Yes.
He locked it. Yeah, it was an opportunity to use the saw. That was all it was, man. It's like, here, look, you guys brought a saw. I'm letting you use it.
To
Oh,
be
man.
fair, if he tried to pull that saw out against those alpha zombies, he would have gotten overwhelmed.
Yeah, there's no way.
I
You could.
disagree. Because he
No
could
way.
have sawed. He could have sawed through that freaking helmet. All right.
Ooh, that's true.
Ah,
Missed
that's
opportunity.
endgame gear.
See, that's where he messed up. He didn't bring the saw with him. I don't know who had it. The Lily had it, so that's his
Kristen
mistake.
Stewart chick.
That's a good description.
Oh man. So yeah, Tiger Death, the best.
Yeah.
It's one of the best death scenes, I guess, if you want to be gory.
Worth all the money.
Yep. And at this point, like now we're up to the chopper. Meanwhile, like forget her name.
I just
What's
call her
her
Tig.
Tig, yeah, that's the real
Marianne,
actress
isn't
name.
it?
Marianne Peters, yeah,
Peters?
I think.
Yep.
Yeah, she's fixing the thing. This thing's of course not working. I don't know, like I that was a little strange too that the thing blew up and it still works, but I guess it's a helicopter. I'm not a mechanic.
Are you? Yeah, I was gonna say, are you a helicopter mechanic?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how she did it. The thing went on fire, it still works. And
My-
this is
But that was the beauty of that character. I loved it because you get up there and you're like, oh, this thing's a hunk of junk. It doesn't start. Gets on the phone. No problem.
Yeah.
Have it humming.
Yeah.
It's like, gosh, there's brilliance of that character.
yeah, it's like, yeah, this thing's gonna be fine. What are you guys almost done? Because I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's funny. I haven't seen her in other movies. Maybe that's just me not watching other movies, but she's pretty good. I like her.
She's stand up, I think.
Oh, stand up, okay.
Yeah.
And we're back to the helicopter. Helicopter is fixed. And that's where like things. So for me here at the movie, it's like where things are not going well. Like that's where like what we haven't talked about Scott's daughter. This is where like this is her role to derail the whole freaking thing, right?
Yes.
It's like, dude, like you could have just Kate, just you're doing great. We haven't seen Geeta, and now she's like, screw you guys. I'm gonna go find her. I know where she is.
Yeah.
But
The Geeta character and the Kate character, I mean, I said at the beginning, like, there was a moment when I knew the movie was off the rails. It was when we met Geeta. Like, talk about the most exposition-y character ever. You know, it was that, I'm going to go there and nothing's going to stop me. And that's my character tagline. Like,
Right.
yeah,
Then she goes
She's gonna
missing
get some
and it's
money.
like a shock. Oh my god.
Yeah.
She's
it's like,
gone.
oh no, yeah, exactly, right. It's like you know, like she's gonna go in there,
Yeah.
and this is how the whole thing like goes.
Right. Then her
you
dad
know.
tells her, "You got to stick with me. Don't do anything." And you're like, "Okay, I know she's gonna do that, obviously."
Yeah. Oh man.
I mean,
But-
you knew that before she said it, but the fact that she
Right.
said it, I mean, maybe that's Snyder going full Snyder, trying to be meta, and it just not landing right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true
Kid is
because they
stupid
sprinkled that all throughout the movie. So
Mm-hmm.
maybe we just
Yeah.
missed it.
He's like, is it exposition if I do it ironically?
Yeah.
No, but it's still a stupid character.
I mean, she was doing what she had to do. Like I said, like Tyler said, pretty meta, but it's just frustrating because it's like, look, man, you guys, it could be a happy movie. You guys could just all be rich, but no, nobody's rich now.
It doesn't add anything to the movie other than to make a stupid scene occur. Like, that's the problem with it. Like,
So,
the moment they talk about Bert getting bit and then they make a big deal about Bert, like, you knew some point Bert's gonna come back. Like, you know, This is
Because he's a big actor, right? He's not like a no name. He's some kind of act. I've seen him before somewhere. I don't remember.
he's in
So
Low
he-
Riders.
Yeah, so
Sons of
he's got to
Anarchy.
come back. Yeah, he's got to come back somewhere. They didn't pay him some money to like not show up. So
So
to have like
so this is another parallel to Dawn of the Dead because the annoying Modern Family guy, I forget his name, but the blonde in Dawn of the Dead, she's just like, if I ever turn into a zombie, kill me, and she's like, oh yeah, I'll be all over that, and it's almost echoed in this.
Yeah, there was some parallels there, but
yeah,
Not good
so-
ones, but
yeah. So yeah, and this is where like everything just like you kind of want to make it out. The only like what the three of them remain, the pilot, sorry, and
Mhm.
Scott, and then her daughter. That's it.
mhm.
And the dude that's
Oh.
locked in the vault.
The dude is
Oof.
locked in the vault,
Hey.
and then,
Well, he's
Right.
dead, quote unquote,
yeah.
as far as you know, because how else is he gonna get out?
Right.
Da-da-dum.
The other frustrating death is like Lily's death because she didn't have to stay, but she
No.
stayed back. She hung back.
Yeah.
It's like, why? You could have gone,
Mm-hmm.
but I guess she didn't.
It's just,
Bye.
yeah, like she could have like walked away slowly and then thrown the head, like
Yeah,
Yeah.
Just as
Catch me.
badass.
like
yeah. It's like catch this. Yeah,
Mhm.
exactly. And then Zeus would have gone catch her the head, but no,
Mhm.
I don't know. Unnecessary, in my opinion. But I guess Zack thought otherwise. He's the.
But it did give you that
master,
cool scene.
The spear or the splat? Which one?
Yes.
Both of them?
Yes.
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 Yeah. So I don't know. And like Mexy was saying, Geeta was never found after that scene.
Yeah, well, they make it out, right? They go through the building, everything's fine,
Mhm.
right?
Scott saves
Like,
the day.
Nothing really happens in the building other than eventually the freaking Alpha Zeus shows up in the roof in the helicopter, right? And then they start fighting.
But Geeta, did she make it out? We never know. Is
Yeah, she
out?
makes it out.
Where is she? We never saw her. She could have
mean,
been in the explosion.
No, she's in the plane,
She
in the
was in
helicopter.
the helicopter.
Oh,
yeah.
she's in the helicopter. Oh, what? I
Yeah.
totally
She-
missed that.
But do we after they get out of the helicopter, do we ever see her again?
No, I'm pretty sure she
No.
died because it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It
Oh, that's
doesn't
right.
fucking
Yeah.
matter.
That's right. You can
So-
evade all the zombies you want, but gravity's a bitch, man.
Yeah.
Before they left, though, there was another parallel scene. Both Dawn of the Dead and this one had an elevator Muzak comment on the Muzak. Oh, I like this song. Moment.
Oh yeah.
So it landed a lot better in Dawn of the Dead because Dawn of the Dead was like very tense and I guess kind of that horror vibe, and then they're in the elevator and that guy does that like tension breaking kind of comedic moment, but
Mhm.
there was no tension in Army of the Dead, so not the same effect.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I mean, it was just kind of meh. Like I said, a lot of this movie was just kind of meh to me.
I mean, when we're breaking it apart this way, it sounds crappy, but I honestly thought it was good. I mean, it's fine.
It's fine.
I mean,
I enjoyed
it's
it.
fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I liked
fine.
it.
But we're critics, right? We're like obviously going after the weakest links here. But yeah, so they make it out.
So-
What, Zeus makes it out. Zeus does not make it out. Zeus is dead.
Well, Zeus makes it into the helicopter, and then they have
Yes, he
that cool
does.
helicopter fighting scene where
Yes.
like pa, Dad, ah! Geeta doesn't say shit the entire time. She's just
Oh
like,
yeah, I honestly did not notice
I
she was
lost
in
track
there.
of her. Yeah. I did.
Yeah, I thought I was like, where is this lady?
Yeah.
But
and then they're like rolling around in the helicopter. He accidentally shoots Peters. It's like splatters blood all over the thing. And
But
she's
I
like,
thought she got
"Ah!"
shot in the face. I didn't
Yeah, I thought
realize
so
it was
too,
her
but I guess
shoulder.
not.
I was like, what the? And she wakes
she
up.
just
I'm like,
wipes the
oh, yeah.
window. She wipes the window, keeps
Yeah.
flying. She's like,
So
I got this,
hard.
no problem.
You see the cool like missile scene, like the missile flying over, right? The
yeah,
nuke.
that was cool.
Oh yeah, that was
Yeah.
cool.
And then like it explodes, and then he shoots him in the face, and then you see cool effects, I guess. Yeah. And then
You're
at one
saying
one
cool
point,
a
he gets,
lot for a guy who said it was meh.
I'm
I'm
using it
just kidding.
ironically.
Continue.
At one point,
It
in
was
this
pretty
little
cool,
scene,
man.
he bites his neck and like beef jerky him, you know.
Yeah.
That was the most graphic bite in the whole movie, I think. I guess besides the beginning, but yeah.
You know what's funny about that? I'm looking at this and I was like, that's such a ridiculous scene. Like, what is he chewing off of him? And I was like, it's Dave Bautista. He probably has like neck muscles like no tomorrow. So it's actually accurate. Like,
Yeah.
like, I'm talking myself out of how stupid this is to how like, oh, that makes sense actually.
It all makes sense within the Snyderverse.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man. But
And then they crash.
and then they crash. Which if it was a real helicopter crash, they wouldn't have made it because that thing would have like spun out of control so bad. But
That's actually not true.
oh, it's not
From
true.
previous work experience, you could blow
Oh.
out the fucking rotors of the helicopter
That's
and it
right.
will
you used
still
to work on
still fly.
helicopters.
Still fly straight because the jet engines are still working.
Okay, are you sure this is not classified? Okay, all right.
But once it starts
No.
flipping over, one,
Okay.
you know, doing barrel rolls on the ground, I think it's,
Well, yes, once it touches the ground,
it's
over.
all hell go loose, yeah. But cool. Well, and that's the end. That's where like everything finally.
Well, this is
Vegas
the
is
end.
Vegas is demolished.
You're forgetting the beautiful moment where they're like, "No, Daddy, don't go. I love you. Lobster rolls."
which is okay. Which is I want to go like off topic. Like that's a pretty good idea for a food truck. Just saying.
They have one here.
Lobster
Yeah.
rolls.
main lobster lady.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What,
man,
what
yeah,
was
man,
was
those-
there something to the food truck talk, or was it just something
was-
that was random and
I
supposed
think
to be
it's
funny?
because he worked at a restaurant and he wanted his own
Ah,
restaurant.
Yeah, he wanted his own thing.
That
Right?
makes
I
sense.
mean, he was
Okay,
gonna get
I guess
50,
so.
50 mil, and just like as you know, like side gig. So he could be
But
closer.
then he was gonna give it all to his daughter.
Except that pocket full of money that he had at the end. Ta-da!
What's up? And he's like,
He
"Take
just
this."
stole from his friends.
He didn't steal from him. It was other cash. It's like,
Yeah, I guess.
take this.
Ah, I'm gonna keep it. Ah, that scene was stupid. Sorry. It's just everybody was laughing for no reason.
Oh man. But
Anyways,
yeah, I'm sad to see a badass character like Scott go that way.
Yeah.
I wish they would have made him. No.
I wish they would have made him not turn into a zombie, but turn into a zombie, like a good zombie, like a cool, you know, like
There's no good zombies.
like a cool.
no, like fucking Alice from Resident Evil. You know, she got the T virus in her, and then suddenly she's all like, "I got superpower, bitches." You know?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe,
Oh.
but that didn't happen. Zach was like,
Man.
"Nah, we're not doing any of that."
They did other
But-
stupid things. I don't know why they couldn't do that one.
Oh man, and we don't know. Like at that point, that's it. Like that's all the arc of the helicopter crashing, and Geeta disappears. We don't know where she is. Assume dead, and we can see a helicopter in the background. Maybe Kate gets picked up by the government and gets like the Men in Black flash, and like you don't know anything. Or we don't know. We don't know, right?
Men in Black.
Mhm.
But what we do know is, oh, Mr. Van. Van does make it out. And it's not enough to kill the Mexicans in the movie. It's not enough.
Because they
Rip
were the
Chola Wick.
first ones to go first, by the
Yeah,
way.
we kill all the Mexicans in this movie first. Okay, Mr. Van is like, yeah, I'm rich. That's fine. I'm gonna get a jet and go where? To Mexico.
And then you find out he was bitten, the mother.
Motherfucker.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, I,
I
feel
didn't need
dizzy.
that. I was hoping
Yeah,
he
like-
would live.
Yeah, it was like a day later, 2 days later.
I don't know,
You
man.
don't know you have a bite on your arm?
Didn't
he
die
knew.
of radiation poisoning.
He knew.
Yeah, which is that thing is definitely not rat hard. So you know he would have been dead, but it's fine. Zach is okay, man. We'll let you. But why do you have to do this, man? Is it not enough
Yeah.
to kill all the Mexicans in the movie? You have to kill all the Mexicans,
Mexicans in
in
the
Mexico
war.
too.
In the world.
He didn't let anybody have a happy ending.
Yeah,
Everybody had a moment. Everybody had a partner, and they ripped them all away.
exactly.
Sad.
So, I don't know,
R.I.P.
guys.
Chola Wick.
Yeah, I wish we had more of her character.
Yeah,
There's
man.
always prequels.
Always prequels. That's true.
Speaking of which,
Speaking of which, now we can jump into the trivia section.
mhm,
Mexy has
mhm.
a lot of trivia to drop. Let's
Yeah. So
slay.
we'll go with this prequels first, since Mark alluded to that. So, and then I'll go into more of that. So this is setting up a universe, zombie universe, I guess, Army of the Dead. I don't know what they're calling it, but the next sequel is a prequel. Oh, Inception, and it's gonna be a comedy romance set in the zombie world. And it's focused on Dieter, and like it's called Army of Thieves. That seems interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. They did
I don't know.
enough like different things with this zombie theme that I can see it.
Yeah.
I'm
Like
I'm
I
down.
said, I like this movie, so
Yeah.
I'll watch that too.
You know what? So with that, you guys want to know why there's gonna be a universe?
Yeah, go ahead, man.
Because they done goofed in a couple of scenes. I don't know if you guys noticed it. I talked to Drew about this earlier. But there were certain scenes where there were robot zombies. Did you guys notice that?
I saw
didn't.
that too. When they shot somebody in the face and then like it was metal, and I was like, that's weird.
Yeah. So
And
in the
then
It was
scene
there's
when
like
they're
blue, wasn't it?
Yeah.
yeah,
I
so-
kind
It
of
was
remember
light.
that now.
Yeah.
well, the first scene was in the tunnels where Guzman was shooting at the zombies, and one of the zombies was like bright blue eyes, and it's like, why has he got bright blue eyes when there's all the zombies have yellow eyes, right? And then again later when Guzman is shooting people, one of the zombies that he shoots in the face has like a metallic face for some reason. And one of the earlier drafts of the movie, the zombies were supposed to be alien origin, and then they were gonna have like android zombies kind of thing. And like that's why that's occurring, because they just never fixed that. Which explains why they were coming out of Area 51, because aliens,
Yeah, and Vegas makes more sense now, right? Like the
Yeah.
setting makes more
Yeah.
sense. So I was for like, why Vegas? Why
How
of
do
all
you
the cities? Like,
yeah.
yeah.
How do you forget that plot point?
Well, that's
That's like a
Snyder
major
being
thing to
full
forget.
Snyder.
Yeah. Well, it's actually kind of funny because I remember halfway through the movie when you see the queen the first time, I told Trigo, oh, they messed up the zombie queen's eyes, like they're blue.
Yeah.
And then later you see them actually glowing and stuff, and I was like, oh, it probably makes sense that they were supposed to be blue in this case, and then when they're angry they glow, whatever. But because of all these things, and people are like, what's the deal with the glowing zombies and all this other crap? They're like, oh, don't worry about it. It's going to be explained in the later movie. And we're going to create a freaking universe and stuff. So that's where that came from.
So is
Yeah.
was it a mistake or like a lore drop? Like a
No, that was definitely a
Here's-
mistake.
mistake?
Yeah, they admitted that. Was like, yeah, we messed up. But hey, we'll fix it with the whole series
Nice.
because we're Netflix and we have money,
That's right. That's right.
which
Oh,
is going to be
man.
a comedy romance zombie movie.
With Dieter.
With Dieter.
The other thing that you mentioned was we talked about it a little bit when you were gone,
Mhm.
but the helicopter pilot, it was supposed to be somebody else. Yeah, you wanna dig into that?
So you never see the helicopter pilot, which is Tig Notaro and Dave Bautista in the same scenes. They're actually not together ever. And what ended up happening is the actor that was originally going to be playing that character got written off the script after the movie was filmed because he got accused of several sexual harassment things. So Netflix how about not having him here? So they digitally superimposed her in every scene, and it cost so much money for Netflix to do that.
Millions.
Yeah, apparently it was more costly to do that than it was to refilm.
Oh
So-
dang, really?
Wow.
Damn.
Yeah.
But it
Yeah, I
still
guess-
costs less
Yeah.
than the Tiger.
And then the tiger, yeah,
Yeah.
because I noticed that it was weird that like the smoke around her when she was smoking, it looked fake. The smoke looked fake, and some of the areas looked a little bit weird. but I didn't
Yeah.
think like they would have digitally superimposed her character into the scene. But that makes much more sense now.
She did a really good job of blending into the scenes because it's like the chemistry and the acting was spot on. Like, oh, that's perfect. So
Yes,
Yeah, I
she
mean,
was the highlight. And then if you realize that she shot all of her scenes alone, she's even more the highlight.
yeah,
Yeah, that's impressive.
yeah. I would
Yeah, and
like.
then the glowy thing, that's another thing that I've seen people complaining about is the stylisticness of how the people were in focus, but a lot of the backgrounds weren't.
oh yeah, the blur.
The blur. Yeah.
Oh, that was
So
a
I had
thing.
to look into that. And apparently it comes down to the actual camera that Snyder was using. I'm not a camera guy, so I can't tell you what it is, but
Isn't that called
it
bokeh?
comes down to that.
It was a what?
Isn't that called bokeh? I could be crazy. I don't know. Yeah, never mind.
I don't know.
It's okay. We'll remove it so you don't sound weird if it's not true.
If it's true, we'll be like, yeah, that is bokeh.
Yeah.
So I
100%.
didn't notice that, but I guess now that I'm recalling, the background was blurry and all the characters were. So people were complaining about that. They didn't like that.
Yeah, the movie's super blurry. Like it was always like a fisheye effect or Gaussian effect, where everything around whoever was speaking was always blurry.
Oh, I thought
So-
it was cool, but I guess it's not.
I liked it. I
Yeah.
think that's again Snyder going full Snyder, but it really helped with the whole Tig thing and made it a lot easier for him to blend her into scenes because that's the hard part about superimposing things is you can just see them like they're on a blue screen, but the fading really helped with that.
I hated it because I have a 4K TV and like
But you
it
can't.
stole definition from me.
But you can't. You can't. It's more like I don't know. I mean, I do too, and I'm sure everybody else does here too. So
Yeah.
I thought it looked fine. Like, yeah, I focused on the right things that I had to focus on. So
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a
It's
tasting.
fine.
It's a style.
Yeah.
I mean, he didn't do all the stupid lens flares and stuff that he normally does. So
And it was much more modest with the slow-mo.
yeah,
I think I read that the Snyder cut had about 25% of the movie or 20% of the movie was in slow motion, which on a 4-hour movie is like
Wow.
40 minutes.
to be fair though, how else would you do the Flash?
That's
Yeah.
fair.
That's probably where all the slow mo is at. But
Yeah, like people complaining, how do you make the Flash look fast? Well, you slow everything
slow
else
everybody
down.
else. Yeah. Oh man.
So, but that's where I think the Snyder style was a miss for this because it was unnecessary in a lot of the scenes.
Mm-hmm.
But in the action scenes, it was great.
Yeah, it's alright.
Yeah. Oh man, and the one of the other, like, I don't know if it's trivia or lore drops, but the restaurant where Scott is working at is in Albuquerque. It's an actual place, and it's an American Chinese fusion place. I never went to it when I was living there, but I thought it was interesting how they got this place that looks exactly how it looks like just old timey.
I'm just gonna throw it out there. I guarantee it's no better than Chino Bandito, which is Mexican Chinese fusion. Boom.
Yeah, they have a what's it called?
The Egg Foo Young burger?
Yeah, Egg Foo Young burger, which like Egg Foo Young is good and the burger is good. So I mean, both of them combined, I mean, can't be bad. But I heard another podcast saying like it's not good Chinese food, but it's like it's just good. It's like I mean it's fast food, right? Like there's like I don't know how to describe it. But yeah, you don't eat this every day, but you eat this every now. You get that craving of like, you want to eat something like hefty, so you go there.
No, you go to Chino Bandito.
But I mean, if you're in Phoenix, but if you're in Albuquerque, you go here. So yeah,
Fine.
I didn't know about this because I didn't look up. Oh, I want a Egg Foo Young burger. Like, why would I look that up? so I went to the place next to it, which is Indian food, but yeah, never went there. So a little bit of regret there but it looks exactly like the they filmed it in the movie. So I'm glad they got some funding there. Netflix is doing a lot of stuff in New Mexico because I don't know if it's cheap or they have a lot of land or something. I don't know, but yeah, Mexi dropped the picture. Doesn't look great, but I'm sure it tastes good.
Saying my love lives for it. Chino Bandito.
Yeah, next time I go to Phoenix, man, I'll definitely have to check it out.
They're moving. They're actually getting a new location.
What? Where?
Yeah, they've been in the valley for like 30, that same spot for like 30 years. I don't remember.
They had a spot in the East Valley and then they closed down.
It's COVID.
Nah, I was just in a really bad spot.
Gotcha. Yeah,
Sorry.
I don't know. Yeah, I never.
That's how I got
that's it, man. Well, I mean, that's it. Like, I think, I mean, Mexi won't watch it again. I still think it's worth watching at least once. It's a good movie. I mean, we like poked out all the holes, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's a zombie movie. It's a zombie and a heist movie. Watch it. It's fucking fun. It's explosions.
I'm excited for the next one. Like, I'm gonna watch it. I've seen enough of this one.
I bet you that once you watch the next one or two, because they got the anime coming out too.
Yeah,
Oh, snap.
After you watch those, you'll watch this one again.
doubt it.
I don't think so.
I really
The gauntlet's
doubt it.
been thrown.
Oh, snap. I would rewatch this, but probably skip some of the slow parts because, I mean...
Yeah, you can walk out of there and you don't have to pause it for some scenes.
Yeah, it's like, I don't need to see this stuff and just go watch the cool stuff. Like, we don't need to see the baby zombie fetus again.
No, I don't need to see that.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't need to see that.
But that itself is Snyder going full Snyder, right? Like, he didn't need to include any of that stuff, and he did. So, to me, that's
true.
just him dropping more hooks. Like, I'll tell you what the genius of Snyder is, and it's really become apparent since the whole Restore the Snyderverse thing came out, and he realized that he's like a meme god. He's almost like Elon Musk for movies with memes. But like, he has the ability now to like kind of control the messaging and kind of do more. Like, he's a one-man hype show. And if you follow the news circuits, all the things that we just talked about, all the little lore bits and all the little gripes and stuff like that, he's leaning into all of it. And it's almost like market research. Like, what are the things that people are going to gravitate to? Because that's what I'm going to do for the next movie or the next one. Not that he's going to follow the curve, but it's like, he just wants to sow those seeds and pick up on it later.
No,
But then again, I'm a Snyder fanboy.
Hear me out. He could have just made a really good movie.
He could direct a really good movie. The thing that Dawn of the Dead had that really kind of cemented it is, one, it was a lot tighter, right? Like, you got to admit, if this movie cut about 30% or 30 minutes, it would have been a much lighter weight, run through. But James Gunn wrote Dawn of the Dead. And you can almost feel that he tried to emulate some Gunnisms with scene to scene and, the break the tension moments. And there was a lot of Gunn inspired writing that went into this Army of the Dead. So he could make a better movie, but I don't think he can write a better movie.
I agree with that. Okay.
He just
I'm
needs
gonna be honest.
he needs someone to rein him in a little bit.
I would much rather watch the Snyder Cut again than I would want to watch this movie again.
Really?
Yeah, but Snyder Cut's good.
It's also like much.
And I did, because I watched it twice. So
Did you watch it in black and white?
Yeah.
no, I
that's
watched
right.
it in Spanish and then I watched it in English.
You gotta watch it again. It's so much better in black and white. I'm gonna tell you.
I was going to, but then I sat there and I was like, do I really want to devote 12 hours of my life to this movie?
You do, man.
12 is asking a lot.
12
I mean,
is
I did watch the when it came out, and then a week later I watched the gray one, but it was I'm ready for another one. I'll watch it again. I take it back. 12 hours is nothing.
You should watch it in Spanish.
What are they?
I don't know if 16 hours is worth it.
All right, I will see you 20 hours before the end of the year.
All right. Well, I guess closing thoughts. It's still worth. It's a pretty good movie. Watch it. There's more stuff coming, so you better get up to date with the Snyderverse, man. It's the, like Mark said, this is the Snyderverse meme lord, movie meme lord, whatever it is.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. And with that, we're out. Peace.
See ya.
See ya. Say goodbye, Mark.
See you later.
Thank you for listening. If you like this podcast, please give us a star, heart, or leave us a review. You can follow us on Twitch, Twitter, or YouTube at Pubstomp Podcast. That's PUBSTOMPOD cast. For more episodes, go to anchor.fm/Pubstomp. Music provided by 99 Lives. Credits are in the episode description.